So Hazel Egan has asked, how does she stop from binge eating and how does she sustain a healthy relationship with food? And it's funny because I think a lot of people, that translates into other things, into other people's lives. It might not be food for one person, but it might be alcohol. It might be, a way of thinking. It all kind of translates, and it's all relative. You've got to do things differently, and I know that's easier said than done. You've got to surrender. You've got to say that I can't do this alone. Sometimes you have to say I'm powerless. And sometimes when you say you're powerless, it makes you powerful. So admitting, accepting, and then taking action, I think, is key. A healthy relationship with food takes time. You can't just wake up one day and, live a life of binge eating or eating foods that don't serve your body and all of a sudden say, well, I love that food now. It's a relationship that has to grow. It's a relationship that has to be nurtured. And it's through that nutrition that that you create the relationship with food, because it's giving you something. It's giving you something that you didn't have before. It's giving you a feeling of control, confidence, and it makes you feel good. And I think most of us want that. So I think it's about looking at life in a 24-hour period, saying every day, I know that I can control what happens in this 24-hour period. I don't want to binge eat because it doesn't make me happy. And I want to have a healthy relationship with food. And if you commit to those two things every day, which aren't too big of a bite to chew, then you'll be fine. But don't look at the big picture, because it'll become overwhelming. You got to live life day to day and commit to those two things. And sometimes you have to kind of give it up and use the support around you. So don't be afraid to do that. Very good question.